name is Wayne Sieg. I'm 45 years old and I live with my family in Spring Valley, Wisconsin, in an old farmhouse on 20 acres. Why, you ask, does that matter? Well, let me describe a scene in my life. It's a warm September day. There are chickens running around the yard doing chicken things, chasing bugs, worms, whatever needs to be caught. There's a little black and white yappy mutt of a dog chasing her half-tail or running around like a crazy dog. The most beautiful woman I know standing on the deck talking on the cell phone to our 18-year-old son who is in college in Minnesota. The 16-year-old son is either coming or going in his little black car, I never know which. I am puttering around the yard, doing whatever needs to be done, trimming trees, mowing the lawn. And it is at this time when I ask myself, how in the world did my life come to this? Well, after thinking it over, I've come up with 3 significant events. It all started with the first event in 1987. I was 18 years old, had no idea what to do with my life. After a couple failed tries at technical college, I decided to join the Army for 4 years, see the world and get paid doing it. Economy sucked anyway and there was hardly any jobs. I ended up stationed in El Paso, Texas at Fort Bliss. And other than 6 weeks of training in Germany and 6 months in Desert Shield, Desert Storm, El Paso and nearby Juarez, Mexico was the only world that I would see in that 4 years. On a purely social trip to Juarez, Mexico, I experienced a second event. I was picked out of a crowd by the love of my life. Well, at the time it was just a drunken tryst. Tina, my wife of 22 years, entered my life to say. Don't tell her I got the years wrong. After a 3-year courtship, we were married twice, which is another story for another time. And I brought her to Wisconsin to meet my family in August, which everybody knows in August in Wisconsin, it's pretty nice. So she agreed to move here. After I moved the city girl to rural Wisconsin, she'll tell you I tricked her. Don't believe a word of it. We found her a little slice of heaven in the old Wagner place while shopping for a place to live. This led to the third significant event, purchasing the old pile of wood, lath, and plaster. It didn't look like much from the road, but I could see the potential in the old rundown farmhouse. Tina, on the other hand, had her doubts. So we worked nights and weekends to get it into livable status and begin the quest of making it the old Sieg place. And we have called this place home for 19 years now. I could add events 4, Keenan, being born 9 months after we moved in, or Kyle, the 5th event, 22 months after that, but we were only allowed 3 things. So as you can see, the 3 events: 1, my joining the Army and being stationed at Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas, near Juarez, Mexico, where I met my future bride, which I then, as she would say, tricked into moving to Wisconsin, where we 3 found and purchased the wonderfully old run-down Wagner place and proceeded to make it the old Sieg place. These 3 events led to one of the most wonderful events in the day in the life of Wayne Sieg at N7449 330th Street, Spring Valley, Wisconsin. Thank you.
Woo-hoo. Good job.